Hi and welcome to the home of our stars. Welcome to where the faces and the voices shine on your screens, keep you entertained and guessing. And we decided, how about you get to know them? In depth, their stories, what makes them tick, what makes them cry, what makes them bring you all the fun on Pearl Magic and Pearl Magic Prime. Now, my guest tonight, well, let's just say he has tried dancing, music, and now he's a star on Sanyu. In fact, he won Best Actor in a Drama Series at the recently concluded UFF. I can't wait for you to meet him. Check this out.
Congratulations goes to, who do you think it is? Allan Kutos, Katongole, Sanyu. Congratulations to Allan.
Welcome, Allan Kutos.
Well, thank you so much.
Wait, your government name. Welcome, Allan Katongole.
Oh,
But there's a stage name that has nothing to do with your surname, Kutos.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Kutos.
Yeah.
Well, Kutos is a nickname. It was given to me by my big brother, Michael. And he didn't attach any meaning to it. He was just like, Kutos.
He just woke up and called you Kutos?
Yeah, I was like, Kutos. So I don't know why he kept calling me Kutos. And Kutos went on in school. People called me Kutos. So Kutos just went on to be my other pet name or nickname. Yeah.
So he's being very humble. The brother called Michael happens to be one of our budding R&B stars, Michael Ross.
That's
now, when you have a big brother who's very good at dance, very good at music, are you just inclined to sort of be like him, or?
Well, I would say he kinda inspired me into this whole thing. Yeah, like he brought up the art in me because Michael used to perform on at Sabrina's pub. Yeah. Karaoke and all that.
You're telling his age, eh?
Yeah.
You know, once you start to perform at Sabrina's.
It's quite a long time though.
Yes.
I was about 8.
Okay.
Yeah. So he used to rehearse in the sitting room. Yeah. And as a kid, I used to be observant, very observant of what he was doing. Yeah. And every move he would do, it would click. It would click. So next time he was rehearsing, I was like, Mike, you know, I can back you up. Okay. As a kid, you know, at the back, I know all your moves.
To dance or to sing?
To dance.
Okay.
So he's like, no, but you're still too young, unless dad says yes. And dad thought about it. I was like, okay, you take him, but bring him back very early. Yeah. And that time I went. I forgot all about he had done, and I did my own. I don't know what I was doing.
So you were the backup guy just doing his own thing?
I was just the backup kid.
Kid,
yes.
Wow.
And people really liked me, and they called me back for the next night again. And then we went on to deviate and all that. So really, Michael really prompted the art in me, I would say. Yeah. Even the music part of it, he really prompted me into it, and even wrote me a song sometime.
Really?
Yeah.
So when I read gospel, R&B artist, and dance, I said, wait, what? You think you know someone for a whole other, you know, talent, but they're actually great at something as well.
That's true, yeah.
So you sang R&B, but gospel, which is far from what your brother was doing.
Yeah, that's true.
What was that?
Well, I would say by then I was so inspired by the church. You know, I was working as a minister in the church. I was dancing.
In what?
A minister in the church. I've always ushers here and there. So I was one of the youth in the church who used to dance in a group called Revolution. There was also Chain Breakers. Yeah. And this was way back.
But dancing in church.
Dancing in church, yeah. So that also kind of inspired my music as well, because I couldn't dance as a gospel dancer in church and then go ahead to do chidandali music and people be like. So I had to do gospel music because I had the place to perform it.
The environment
was
that.
Yes, the platform was there. So I had to do gospel music because I knew I had an inspiration for it. Yeah. And in a way, it also kind of it determined my sanity. I would say.
Okay, that's a good thing. So for someone who's watching this and is like, sang where? A cappella, please.
Guys, you want this right now?
We want all the smoke. Yes.
All right, I'm not going to sing a gospel song right now, but this is a song Michael wrote.
We really just want to prove it's your voice.
Every time I look at you, I see my future wife to be. Your love is indescribable, baby. You know how you do your thing. I want to give my all to you. Nothing else could ever hold me back. You deserve to be the ruler of my heart. That's my future wife.
There's no audience.
You know?
I like that.
So of course it started off with dancing in church.
Yeah.
Church, of course, with church, everybody knows. You're not going to expect much from that. It's
You mean money-wise?
Yes. Of course, you're just
Okay.
doing your thing for the love of God. And trust me, that inspired me so much up to now. So of course we didn't go far. We did like about 4 songs. And people moved away. People went into business. People went to study.
So the music didn't bring money?
It didn't bring money. It just died out like that. And I went on to get a corporate job and I started working.
You did?
Oh yeah.
What were you doing?
I was working for, I don't know if I should mention, but I was working for NIRA, the National Identification Registration
You
Authority.
took our money.
Yeah, I was signing every one of you.
So how, because NIRA sounds very recent,
Yeah.
how do you then stumble into acting, which you're doing very, very well, by the way?
Well, that was lockdown, COVID.
2020.
Yeah, COVID came in and we were dispatched off. We're like, where do we go now? So I was just sitting at home and I was just looking out on my social media, trying to look out for any opportunities here and there, any job, anything I can do. Anything. So someone sent me a text and they're looking for a certain character. You should do it. I'm like, oh yeah.
Had you acted?
Yeah, before I had acted before. I did Second Chance.
Yes.
Before lockdown, before COVID, I did Second Chance as a doctor. It went for about 2 episodes. And then I went on to audition for 27 Guns, and I got a role for Alhaji Moses Chigongo with Isaiah 60, with Natasha as a director, Sharp. It was really a big opportunity for me to discover myself as an actor because it was a very huge set, very many actors. The crew was huge, humongous.
Yeah.
And to me, I got what an actor should be like on set.
And 27 Guns is actually a film whose story is about part of our liberation, the liberation story of the current government.
That is true. And
yeah, and were you cast in your role?
yes, I was casted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a choice in what role you ended up
They just placed me into it and I was like, okay, let's go with it, you know.
I hope they paid you.
What are we talking about here?
There was no yes or no.
Say yes, of course. The money was good.
So 27 Guns, you had done a bit of Second Chance, right? So then there's an opportunity for you to, there was, like you said, anything.
Anything. I was ready to do anything.
And the role came up.
And they told me to do a video audition. Like you record a video and send it
through, yeah.
So I sent it. Of course, I didn't have a good phone by then. I sent it. Wahuyo called me Junior. I was like, yo, man, you got the role. I was like, ah!
And what role was that?
That was Oscar. That was like the lead, the second lead.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Sanyu now. Sanyu called me up and I was like, hey. First of all, I was scared. I'd never done series before. Like I did Second Chance, but that was a small role which didn't really put me out there as an actor to really prove myself as an actor. So I got onto the set and we do a table reading and all these things. I won't lie, it didn't go great.
Let me tell you though, so a table read is normally when you're going into a film or any production, they'll sit around all the actors and the actresses and anybody going to be in the films, and you will read the script out loud so that we're able to feel out if we're connecting or if we're understanding the script or the story will flow. That's a table read, and most actors or actresses actually get spooked when the table reads happen. Had you ever been at a table read?
I had before, but it was a small one because 27 Guns was a huge project, and we had these table reads, but my role was a very small role. I didn't have many lines to execute.
So you just show up and...
So I was like, I don't need to show up. I need to show up. No, so this time I was on the front line of the table read, and you read everything. And I kept looking at the director like this, Matthew Nabuso, and I was like, he must be thinking of another Oscar.
What went wrong? Why do you not feel like
the thing is, was the nerves were up there. this was something new to me. I saw celebrities around. the Abe Muchibi,
name drop,
the things that I've been seeing, the people I've been seeing around on TV. I was like, God, will I really
do this?
I'm acting with Abe Muchibi. What am I doing here? Why does an Abe do Oscar? You know? But the nerves kicked in, and I won't lie, it didn't go great.
Yeah.
I even had to stand up. I was like, no, it must be the cold. It must be the cold. But I couldn't read. I just don't know why I couldn't read. And Matthew, I don't know what he saw in me. He just kept it going. He was like, no, it's fine. Go on. And the next day they called me back. They're like, come back for rehearsals. And I was like, what does Matthew want with me? I don't think I can do this part, you know. But lucky enough, I got on and I picked up. He really guided me so much.
What kind of things like did you get on set that sort of like, you know, were myths debunked, or things that surprised you on how what it ended up looking like on screen?
Well, I used to see people being slapped on set in movies.
Yeah.
I
the
didn't
lady
know.
gets annoyed and says, how could you?
Of course, someone has said, of course, they edit those things and all that, but...
And they put sound.
Yeah.
Slap.
But it's when I go to realize that for an actor, to you to get in the element you're in, if I'm crying, if I'm supposed to get angry, sometimes you need prompters.
Yeah.
And sometimes they say in the script you have to be slapped for you to, you know,
to wake up and get the emotion.
I don't care about that. Please
have you
slap
been
me.
slapped?
Very many times.
An actress slap. But you know, what if it's like take 1, take 2, take 3?
I have been slapped 7 times.
What really happened?
Yeah. Oscar.
Mom, I need to call Sanyu. I need to know where she is.
Shut up.
Do you have a trick on how to like get like tears? Because I'm like, I can't cry on cue.
Of course. But the thing is, if you're an actor, you're supposed to get into the element.
Yeah.
Get into it. If you told me right now that I lost someone, I have to get into that place.
Yeah.
I get into it.
Wow.
And
okay.
If it's tears, I would try to cry. If they don't come, I would give you the whole feeling of mourning. I'll give it to you, and at least it will prompt you to cry.
To cry, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so and when it comes to working with people on set, because you were saying I got on a table read and I crapped because I couldn't do it. But because I'm with people who have been in the industry for so long and all of that, and when you start getting into the story of Sanyu and you know the series actually comes to life and it comes on the screens and it gets the wave it has gotten, where's the surprise there where you're like, hey, people are watching me, you know? It's now it's me shining. Yeah. Does that, you know, evoke anything in you?
Yes. You know, the thing is, to me, is I like executing my part so well. If you tell me to be a bad man, like beat up my wife, as Allan Kutos, I would never do that.
Right.
But if you give me as a character,
right,
I would look for whatever trait I could look for, like through my friends, through my people that I know. I would look for an example of that, and I would be that person, and I would beat up that person. So
imagine that.
You get, I'll be like, yo, no hard feelings after the scene. Yo, no hard feelings. This was just another person. That's not me. Yeah. You get. So to me, it's all about the execution. If I execute a scene so well, and I do it so well the way it's supposed to be, even if the viewer is supposed to hate me, I wouldn't mind. That's my goal at the end of the day.
So which do actors always want more, and especially you can speak from your point of view, to be the bad guy in a film or the lover boy, you know? The one that every lady's like, oh my God!
I think I've done so many good guys.
Yeah.
You know, people liking you, being
so
a
like,
nice guy. So I actually got a point to be a bad guy. And that was when I was doing Alex as the brother to Oscar. Yeah. And this guy was the opposite of Oscar. Oscar is likable. Yeah. Oscar is a nice guy. Oscar would literally kneel down for you. Like, please don't go. You know. But Alex would be the kind of guy who even if you say you're leaving, it's fine, leave. Genda. Yeah? I woke up like this, I'm alone. Go. Deuces. You know, and I had to dive into the badness that I could ever get. However bad I could ever be, I had to go there. And to me, that really helped me so much, to be the likable guy and the one that is hated so much.
So, and you still don't know which you like?
I would say being a villain is really good, by the way.
You know, and everybody
really
says,
good.
Every time his character comes on screen,
but they will never stop watching.
Yes,
that's the thing.
But bad guys or bad characters or whatever are very catchy. You know, you want to just You
just want to watch again and again. Like, what is it going to do next this time? How is it going to react to this good person that he's talking to? Like,
but you've got to admit, a likable guy, a cool guy, a romantic guy. I mean, the girls like that.
Hey, you just have to be
Don't be humble. Don't be humble. Are you not having a good time when girls are like, hi?
Of course. You're like, but I can be bad too.
Okay, we're going to take a break, but I actually want to know, when it comes to acting and a role, how far you would not take it, where the line would be drawn. After this, it's the home of our stars.
What if you could boost your most loved entertainment?
We're up in the ante.
Upgrade your DSTV package and we'll boost you to the next higher package at no extra cost. If you're on Access and step up to Family, you get boosted to Compact.
You know what I mean.
If you're on Family, step up to Compact and we'll boost you to Compact Plus.
That's an absolute ripper.
And if you're on Compact, step up to Compact Plus. You'll get boosted to Premium.
It's gonna be lit.
Step up and we'll boost you even higher at no extra charge with DSTV.
Welcome back to the home of our stars. We're bringing to you the faces and the voices of Pearl Magic and Pearl Magic Prime. We're with Allan Kutos. Yes, from Sanyu. You are doing so well. In fact, I actually wanted to ask you, over time now, you're comfortable in your role, you know, and with the show, the audience has liked you, you think?
Yeah, they have. Of course.
Yeah, but you don't have anyone who says, nah, yeah.
Of course, they don't like Alex, but I'm good with that.
But you say that's a good thing.
Yeah,
if somebody
it's a good thing,
is hating, then that's a good thing. So, do you have points in the show where you felt like, because I know you said execution for you means a lot.
A lot.
Yeah. Where you thought, I've left my heart in this scene.
Many times.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, if I'm right to say, we do so many scenes in a day, and you have every goal for every scene. You set a goal for now, and of course there are many scenes in a day you do. One you're crying, one you're shouting at someone, one you're being romantic. So of course there comes a time where you do a scene and you're done, and of course because of time, everyone's like next to the next scene, and of course you would feel like you go back in your car, you're driving back home, you're like you go through the lines and you're like, I would have done it like this actually. And you feel like calling the director, like, could I have done it like this? But of course not, you can't.
Yeah, it's not possible.
But those moments happen so many times, so many times. But of course, you have to believe that whatever you have given is all you could give, because we come with a plan in the morning, but it never turns out to be the actual plan that you go with in the scene, you know. So whatever it goes with, as long as you've given it your best 100%, to me, I'm good.
Someone said the reason why when you have awards shows, for especially actors and in film, there's the reason for that best supporting actor or actress, because in any scene, you know, the other person on the other side who's doing a scene with you is equally important.
That's very true. You need that energy.
Yes. So we're going to put you on the spot and say name one or two on Sanyu who you're like, oh, I feel so comfortable acting with this one.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a hard
No one will hate you a lot.
No. It's really a hard one. You guys are putting me on the spot like,
you said two out of all of them, so just two. For starters, Sanyu is a good partner to work with, I would say, because I work with her like all the time. Many scenes, because the story is literally about us. So I've grown this friendship and partnership around her, and I would mention Sanyu, number one, Catherine Namugenyi,
And the first time I acted with Abe Muchivi, it was hard.
Why?
It was really hard because I was so fresh and he was prompt with his stuff. And I was like, someone help me, please.
Save me.
I'm new here, you know. But with time, I kept picking up on him, on his energy. And to me, he's one of those people I would love to work with on any set. Because he will give you the right energy for the scene. And calmly, and you'll be like, okay, this is what I need. And you would feed off that. And this, of course, goes out with all the characters in Sanyu.
Why are you giving me chai mukalu yet abaroba damata?
So before the break, I said I really wanted to know the line you won't cross. A lot of actors and actresses will say, I will not get naked in a scene. I will not kiss a co-star. I will not, have, a sex scene. Or I will not, act like I'm killing. Whatever it is, something goes outside of my religion, for example. So I will not do that.
That's true.
Have you figured out your lines yet?
Yes.
They're drawn?
Yeah. I could only figure out one.
Okay.
I could never act gay.
Okay. Okay, that's clear. I thought you were like, I'll never kiss anyone.
I don't know how to do that because
Yeah.
I've never experienced it, so I don't know.
Any actors or actresses who you go like, okay, whatever you do, I like it.
Denzel Washington. The way he executes whatever character he gets, to me, I would love to cut down a character role to those beats, like how he does it.
Yeah.
And of course, Will Smith as well. When it comes to action movies, Tom Cruise is my guy.
If somebody's a novice and they want to come into the industry, I know that you said 4 to 5 years now in the industry of film.
Yeah.
You've seen and you've learned. It's enough time for you to experience what the industry is like.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
What would you tell somebody who wants to dive in? Because I'm sure you get a lot of questions. Oh, me too, can I?
Well, I would say for starters, have patience. Patience is like the utmost virtue you must have as an actor if you were to join the industry. Brand yourself so well. For any person out there other than the film that you acted will be inspired or they would like just how you look like, just to put you in their own movie. Go look out for musicals, movies, watch as many movies as you can. As a kid, I watched so many action movies, I won't lie, you know? So whatever you do brings you to the next step.
Yeah.
You understand?
Has being on a series, and I say that because Pearl Magic and Pearl Magic Prime sort of changed how we tell our stories.
Oh yeah.
In Uganda,
That's true,
because actors and actresses have to like, I want to be in the industry because now there's a platform where I will be seen, where my work will be appreciated and
That's
all that.
so true.
Has being on Sanyu sort of changed? If you were saying branding, has your sort of brand changed being on the show?
Very, very much, I would say.
Yeah.
As Allan Kutos, I was a musician before. I was a dancer before, but never would I come for a corporate event or anywhere and people would be like, no, you should come and sit here. You should come and sit here.
VIP.
I was like, she's weird.
They're like, is it me?
You're talking about me? I wasn't on the guest list, but
Yeah.
you should come and sit here.
Yeah.
You know, that is recognition. I would say. But again, in a way, as an actor, it has given me a job. I have to work every day as an actor. Every day. And I have someone paying me for this.
Sanyu, George was dead by the time I got there, I swear.
Oscar, you were the thing when the police came. How do you expect people to believe you? How do you expect me to believe you?
I like what you said, it's a job now.
It's a job.
Whereas before, someone said you can be a struggling actor for 20 years before you land on a job. So you've actually, it's become a job for you.
Yes, it has become a job for me. It has made me busy. You know, actors who are not, who are idle, sometimes you lose it. So you're like, this thing ain't for me. You know, but if you have a job to do every day, you have a reason to wake up in the morning. I thank Pearl Magic for that.
It's still fueling your passion.
Exactly.
Because every single day you're on there.
Every day.
Does that also allow you to dream? Because before you would have said, okay, yeah, once in a while I get a gig, yeah? And so it's hard to dream as an actor how far you can go. But now being on a set like Sanyu, where you're seeing this continuity of that passion, are you dreaming?
Of course.
Yeah?
Right now, I want to be, apart from an actor,
yeah,
I want to be a director.
Okay.
Because sometimes I can feel like this scene should have been like this. This scene should have been like that. But of course, that is your own.
I was going to say, but boss, just be a star. Why do you want to go do the hard work?
No. The thing is, it's not about just being a star.
Yeah.
The aim is not to be a star. The aim is to be effective at what you do.
Yeah.
You understand? If you're an actor, be it. Do it to the maximum and be good at it.
Right.
Don't be just an actor. Be good at what you do.
Right.
So that if anyone comes in and they mention the best actors in Uganda, they'll be like, Allan Kutos is one of them. Because of how you execute your role so well.
Yeah.
So do whatever you do to the maximum, to the best you can be. And from there, we shall be like, this guy is a star.
You know, being a star can be a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Or it can be, because it's like a mirror.
Yeah.
There's what we see, and then there's, the actual stuff on the other side. Is there pressure? Because now you're on a series, we're seeing you every day in our living rooms. When we meet you, expectations are larger than life. You're like, wait, where did you park your Range Rover?
Wow.
Do you feel that pressure, or for you like, I'm swaying through it?
Well, of course, it comes with what you do. What you do comes with so many things.
Yeah.
If you are good at what you do, you're going to get the attention of everyone.
You're going to be celebrated. You have no choice.
You have no choice. You're going to be celebrated. And you find yourself that apart from the job that you do, you're going to have to be this other person outside. Well, we talked about marketing. And, so all these things, you find yourself that you have to be the star that everyone sees in you.
So you can't buy a Rolex on the streets,
randomly? I do, but I make it in a way that a star has come to buy a Rolex.
Please, how does a star buy a Rolex on the streets? So, you go to the and say,
yeah, but like, yo, stars come to buy a Rolex. It must be nice, eh? Since now everyone's going to come to come.
Chapa to choose a balloon.
Okay, you choose a balloon. You start a video.
Wow.
Nyanya,
oh, come on. So you're saying the pressure is something you just turn around?
Yeah, you just turn it around. Just because everyone would like to see you come to their place where they are, whatever level they're at. And when you come, you don't make them feel like you're higher than them.
Yeah.
You come down and you be like, yo, stars come to you, but what do you work out?
Keep calm.
You're
like,
we woke up like this.
Oh my word. Your true definition of a star. So I have something small that I want, I actually wouldn't put him on a spot. He doesn't know what we're about to do, but we're going to take a short break. It's the home of our stars.
This month, we're putting the U in Uganda. Watch Nancy find herself as trouble finds her. Experience the trials of marriage through Sanyu and Oscar's eyes. See how souls are sold in the world of prestige. Experience your youth through the little pioneers at play, and Anne Kansime invites you into her colorful world. Find your story on Pearl Magic Prime, DSTV channel 148, GoTV Super channel 305.
Welcome back. It's the home of our stars and my guest, Allan Kutos, as we wrap. So you're an actor and you can cry on cue. As you said, you can do so many things on cue. But I want you to act, but without saying a word. Your face will be your star power today. As you said, it's your money maker. Yeah. That'll be your camera. So let me set the scene. We're at a dinner, candlelit dinner. It's beautiful, it's amazing. And this is our 3rd anniversary and we're just excited to be here. You're looking right at me, aka camera. I'm having a conversation with you, expressing myself.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. And you shall also express your answers
Uh-huh.
with your.
For sure.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
So, honey, I just want to thank you. It's honestly been an amazing 3 years.
Indeed.
But sometimes I feel like you don't actually see me for me. Sometimes I feel like you see what, and okay, you hear what you want to hear, okay? You dismiss me, you dismiss how I feel, you dismiss everything that I do because you're a guy. And I think guys don't get emotional, and it's just, I don't get it, okay? I want you to see me sometimes. I want you to love me enough to hear me and see me. And I know I'm not making sense, but like, I want you to just love me and give me the time and attention for me to not question my place in your life, okay?
Yeah.
Are you even listening? Ugh. End scene. How was that? You're like, at that date, I would leave.
I don't know. How was it?
You seem like you need like a fan.
No, I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm so good. I was just waiting for the scene to go on and go on.
Yeah. So is that harder when you don't have to say anything?
Yeah, actually, one of my strengths as an actor,
Yeah.
my facial expressions.
Oh.
Yeah. One actor called Raymond
Rushabiro. Yes.
he gave me a trick. You know, I usually speak to them just to get
How do you?
the great wisdom,
Yeah.
you know, from the guys who have been there.
And what's the trick to use your
Have the word in your mind. Have
what you
ever-
wanted to say back?
Yes.
Right.
You know, most times your face can say what you had to say
Yes.
without saying it.
Yes. Yes.
I could say, this girl is really new.
With just
Just my eyes.
got it. We're all gonna be actresses and actors.
I can
after
be like
this,
that.
I'm telling you.
But this camera is so good.
It is, after all, the home of our stars, Pearl Magic and Pearl Magic Prime. You can catch him in Sanyu as Oscar. As, well, now you're the ladies' man. Whew. Yeah, I know. Tough, eh? That is proper reaction. Bye.
See you guys. Thank you so much.
Hi, you can catch my star Allan Kutos as Oscar on Sanyu. It's available on Pearl Magic Prime, and now you can also watch it on Pearl Magic. Antibasele bubo, betubalina.
Sanyu, Sanyu,